to the Investing Podcast presented by Tusk Media. For a quick audio and video check-in on the stock market, here's the Stock Market Power Lunch.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to a very, very special edition of the Stock Market Power Lunch. It's Friday, July 1st, 2016. Welcome back. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about this great country, and that's kind of where we're going to start. In honor of freedom from Britain and all that we have achieved and appreciate for that, we are officially going to kill the pound. British pound is done. We're going to eat a pound of meat in honor of that while we're here. Got a pound of good old American brisket. Going to be just chowing down in a powerful way because this is Stock Market Power Lunch. Cheers. Joseph, you're eating barbecue too. Yell and tell people how it is.
It's amazing, and the mac and cheese, I don't know if I can say better, but it's also amazing.
Yeah, so Dave Pose and Marietta hooked us up with this. We paid for it, and that should be noted. We paid for it, but they still supplied it. Let's talk a little bit about the market. Currently, market's in the green. We've got a small greengasm going on, which is a little bit crazy. Second time we've gotten to reference that this week. Dow is up 20 basis points, so 1/5 of 1%. Solid little growth there for a pretty calm day. S&P is up 26 basis points, so almost 1/4%. Global Dow is up like 0.5%. The NASDAQ's up about 0.5%. Gold is up more than 1%. Oil is up a little bit. Kind of an interesting day to see that kind of stuff. We got the 4th of July coming up, so it'd be like kind of a party foul, so to speak, to talk about anything negative, anything on the downside. So we're going to talk about winners. Winner number one, this brisket. Phenomenal. Winner number two, fitting for a day in which we're eating so much barbecue. Harley Davidson, up almost 12% today. So as we've said before, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. We're well on our way to slaughtering. This is good television.
I hope everyone is watching in video form and not just audio form. Might be a little bit...
Yeah, we might need to edit the audio for this. So to give everybody some context, I would say I'm almost 1/2 pound of meat in. Making some good progress, feeling good about it. Another winner for the day, Netflix. The chill is out for Netflix this summer. Netflix up more than 5% today. Nice little bump, especially given a market that's pretty much flat today. Sorry, I'm not sorry. This is a segment, I don't think have we done Sorry Not Sorry?
I haven't been around for it.
So Sorry Not Sorry is a segment we do when people apologize but they don't really mean it. So kind of like me being like, hey, sorry you're dumb enough to watch this video of me eating. And I kind of put the blame on you. So Tesla, somebody was driving a Tesla. They had it on the autopilot feature. They had an accident. They passed away. So Tesla puts up a blog post yesterday entitled A Tragic Loss, which sounds sincere enough. But they go on to basically say, sorry, not sorry. So a couple segments out of this. This is the first known fatality in over 130 million miles driven in autopilot. Among all vehicles in the U.S., there's a fatality every 94 million miles. So basically, they go to some in-depth analytics to try to say, hey, it didn't happen that often. It's only one person dying. Kind of a ridiculous statement there. They go on to say, let's see. It is important to note that Tesla disables autopilot by default and requires explicit acknowledgement that the system is new technology and is still in public beta before it can be enabled. Kind of a ridiculous statement there. So this weekend, somebody's going to shoot off fireworks and they're going to blow off their hands, or maybe an eyeball, something like that's going to happen. Hopefully not to you, not to anybody you know, definitely hopefully not to me. That'd be really tragic for our video viewers out there if I didn't have hands or eyes. But somebody's going to do that. I don't think that the firework company, if there was a defect, could really get away with it by saying, well, by default, when we sell fireworks, they're not lit yet. That's kind of how Tesla's playing this whole autopilot thing. Hey, you had to turn it on. That's on you. But autopilot didn't work. We have an accident. Tesla seems completely unremorseful And I get it. They're a publicly traded company. They're a big corporation. And this hasn't happened all that often. But let's show some degree of sincerity instead of just quoting statistics. Kind of ridiculous. Real fatty piece coming up. I don't know if you guys can see all that fat. But it's going to be delicious.
How's it looking over there? How's the progress?
Really making progress. I'll give you guys a photo here in a second. Can you see that? Next to last topic for today, America. Got a pretty great idea. We've got this national debt issued, but we also have just such a deeply rooted sense of patriotism, as you can see here. Not even deeply rooted, just a straight up facade of patriotism. The US of A should license the use of the American flag and make people pay for it. Hold on. I know you're getting upset. Sounds like stupid taxation, a patriot tax, so to speak. But think about it. College sports teams, pro sports teams, all those people, they license their gear. So if I want to use a University of Georgia Power G or an official Bulldog or an Atlanta Hawks logo or a Atlanta United Major League Soccer logo because I'm a season ticket holder, I have to get permission and I have to pay for that permission. Why is it any different for the most American team there is, Team America? They need to put a licensing fee on this, and they should do it per unit. Not per unit of clothing or apparel, but per use of the flag. So this shirt right here, there's no reason that they couldn't charge $900 for this shirt because there's so many licenses for every use of this flag. I think most people would pay $900 for this shirt. So you start doing that, you start putting licensing fees on every use of terms like USA, America, Budweiser, America beer. It's going to be 50 cents more expensive because every can is going to use the word America on it. Make America great again? Better pay for that use of America. Seems like that'd be a pretty easy way to really rack up some money. And it'd be a patriot tax. I'd do anything for my country. I sure as heck would pay $900 for this shirt. That's my plan to fix America. Somebody needs to put that on a official election ballot. Brisket's phenomenal.
We're at 8 minutes.
So, a little story about me. I'm a big fan of smoking meat. There's a trail of barbecue sauce right here, by the way. So, anytime I smoke meat, I tend to eat a lot of meat when I'm actually pulling it or slicing it because that's when it's so good. It's warm, it's juicy, it's phenomenal. So, maybe you smoke a brisket overnight, 14, 16-hour cook, you wrap it in foil, you wrap it in a towel, you throw it in a cooler, let it sit for 2 hours, reabsorb its own juice. Then you slice it. I eat a lot. And I've always joked that I probably eat a pound of meat during that period, but this is definitely a pound of meat. And I think in reality, when I'm slicing that brisket, I eat like 4 pounds of meat because this is nothing. I feel like I got a kid's meal of brisket. Let's talk about Bond Week. Final episode of Bond Week coming up in just a few minutes. I think it's pretty good. Myself, Sam Frost, brand new junior investment analyst here at Narwhal, Ben Nye, senior equity analyst. We jumped in, had some fun, answered some questions. I think you guys will really enjoy it. We've got all 5 episodes up though. So Monday we talked about what bonds are. Tuesday we got into kind of some types of bonds. Wednesday and Thursday we hit muni bonds. And today we hit your own Q&A. Check it out. Hit subscribe. Bond Week completely dismantled Shark Week. I haven't seen their numbers yet, but I guarantee their ratings are lower. Don't tell John Holt, compliance officer. I guarantee Shark Week's ratings this year were lower than they were last year just because of the number of listeners we pulled away. I think we're going to have like 10,000 downloads this week. So that's 10,000 fewer Shark Week listeners. Pretty crazy stuff. So thank you guys for being here. Have a great 4th of July. That's how you do it. Y'all have a great weekend.
Tusk Media is a subsidiary of Narwhal Capital Management. Ratings and reviews of Tusk Media content are not to be construed as endorsements of opinions, analysis, or services offered by Tusk or its parent company. The opinions and predictions shared here are our professional beliefs at the time of publication. We are not under duress from any of the corporate entities mentioned. This is not a solicitation to take any particular action. Although we are investment advisors, this information should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. We strive to be as impartial, insightful, and accurate as possible. We base our opinions, analysis, and calculations on information we believe to be reliable, but we cannot guarantee its accuracy. We can, however, guarantee that our opinions will sometimes be flat out wrong due to a variety of factors. Employees and clients of Narwhal Capital Management may or may not hold positions in the securities detailed and may or may not hold these positions in the future. A full list of all securities purchased, sold, or held during the 12 months preceding the date of this publication can be provided upon request. Unless otherwise noted, all data accessed via MarketWatch or the Bloomberg terminal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. A copy of Narwhal's Form ADV is available at the SEC's website, www.advisorinfo.sec.gov, or from Narwhal upon written request.